Ah, alrighty, we are back.
But are we?
I mean, last time I checked, I am a coherent being. Yes.
Alrighty, you ready?
Yeah. And at least this morning, I am not feeling like death.
Yeah, that's not very fun.
No, no, it's not. Last Saturday morning sucked.
No more greasy Costco pizza for you.
I don't know what was going on with that. Normally, Costco pizza doesn't really affect me like that. Normally,
Normally
I'm
doesn't
just
affect most people like that.
yeah. Normally, I'm just fine. But for some reason, just did not sit well. I mean, thankfully, I didn't throw up, but still. Anywho, though.
What a charming Saturday morning conversation.
I know, right? Okay, so what's the plan for today?
We're gonna go talk to Lou Brennan in Tormurva.
I've got to talk to Ardwin in the Eisendale.
We'll do that later.
I don't know if I have that other quest then.
The other one's the epic quest. If you don't have it, a mistake has been made. Should be book 4, chapter 17.
Oh, yeah. I have... Okay. There we go. It just wasn't being tracked.
Ah,
Yeah, because I've never deleted the epic quest stuff, ever.
that'd be a mistake.
Yep.
Hey, look, a ranger.
Yep. It's been a while since we've been here.
Back when we did all their chores.
Yep.
As it plays some delightful wintry music for us.
Winter.
Look, there's snow.
Winter. Hate snow. Hate winter. It's the worst time of the year.
Nah, it's beautiful. Look
That's
at this.
Terrible
Stunning.
time of the year. It's cold. I don't like cold. You know this.
It's cold, it's wet, it gets everywhere.
Yes, that's very true.
It is good to see you again, friend from afar.
It is good to see you again, friend from afar. You have been long away. What is the situation with the other clans? How many have thrown their lot in with Saruman? Lou Brennan listens with interest to your news from other regions of Dunland, of the herds of the Starkmoor, of the distant folk of the Dunbog, of the iron mines of Carriglin, of the armies marshalling, and of frightened townsfolk. Saruman's grasp on our land and its people is tighter than I thought. Still, we have closer matters to attend to for now.
The captive is taken ill. He won't last much longer.
I thought that the captive might tell us more about Saruman's plans if he was hungrier. I told Nai to stop feeding him, but now he is taken ill and will not last much longer. Come with me to speak with him before he dies. There will be no more chances to learn what the wizard is up to behind his walls before it comes to open war. We will give him a meal if he cooperates. That may be the encouragement he needs.
We will go to speak with the captive and learn.
Hey, we don't have to solo up for this one.
I was about to ask if we have to.
The emissary of Isengard, captured by the Falcon clan, is near to death. Lou Brennan hopes to get information from the captive before he passes.
We will make the captive sing for us, Vontu. He will sing of Saruman's plans, or I will end his captivity with steel. Leolin, where is Nai?
Is he nigh at hand?
Gosh. He moved the captive to a more unpleasant cell, as you commanded. Ah, very good. Perhaps that will bear fruit. Lead us to him. Glad and some of the other rangers are... Wait, I thought Glad was dead. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Wasn't Callan the one who died in Endwythe, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That might be a mistook. Probably, no, it was Candace who died.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Glad and some of the other rangers are below, bringing up some of the supplies for the Falcon clan stored in the depths. The caves go quite some way into the mountain. Halbrad sent me to bring you down to help, but if you were busy with something else... You're going to speak with the captive. May I come with you? That is a good idea. Perhaps the captive will be put off by this guard in his presence. I will go below and see how your friends fare with the preparations. See how weak our captive is? He will not live through the night if he does not have a meal and escape from the damp. What? Wait, what just happened? This man is already dead, and so are you. Treacher, you are fools to think you can match a Dunedain. This is bad, Vontu, very bad. The Falcon clan has turned on us. I do not know why, but we are betrayed, and many of our friends are still below. We will cut our way out. Oh. That was unexpected, seeing as how all the help we have given you.
He's the ungrateful type.
Apparently. Ah, I see how it is. I'm sorry that it has turned out like this, Vontu. I mean that. These rangers are good folk, strong folk, and I see in them an echo of my own people. But you told me yourself of the great army Saruman has already amassed. He is prepared to give us back the lands that belong to us. It is so close now. I am no wizard's servant. Saruman prizes knowledge above all else, and now the Falcon clan can give him that. I think we'll be pleased to receive the two of you as gifts. He will be most interested in whatever errand could bring you this far south. And once the fighting is done and our land is returned to us, he will remember. He will remember it was the Falcon clan that gave him the gift of knowledge. You will not leave this cave alive, Brennan. Take them.
Saruman, I send you this gift. Knowledge of your enemies. Use it wisely, and remember from where it came.
So is this where we're taken captive? But yet still allowed to keep our gear and all that? Man, my eyes are like super dry today for some reason. Where is you?
I'm loading. Not going to read what he had to say?
I didn't see anything.
Do you have to talk to Ewan?
I can't talk to him. Listen to Lou Brennan's plan. I have to go back. It didn't count for me.
Oh, poop.
We might have to do this solo.
Where's your milestone?
Gravenwood.
All right, so I'm trying to think. Maybe. Let me think. Hit leave instance and see where it takes you, maybe.
Do you know where I put my eye drops, by any chance?
No.
I thought they were in here.
Ask the kitty.
He probably ate them. He does that a lot.
Oh, I have a point.
Kinky. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave Fellowship for now. So
Yeah, makes sense.
We will go to speak with the captain.
That's
and learn
inconvenient.
what we can of Saruman's plans.
Sorry for anyone on stream with me eating. It's just, we have Subway for breakfast, and I'm very, very hungry. Alright, I've already read all this, so... Yeah, come on. Let's keep moving. You, Ranger, open the door. We will not wait. He will not wait forever. This man is already dead. And so are you. Ah, this is inconvenient, but whatever.
At least easily remedied.
Yeah, true. Much more easily remedied than you with Mass Effect last night, that's for sure.
That sucked. Alright, I'm just outside the instance. I will wait for you.
Hey, at least you finished it, though.
Indeed.
Saruman, I send you
Okay,
this
here we go.
gift. Knowledge of your enemies. Use it wisely, and remember from where it came.
The Gates of Isengard. You've been captured and brought to Isengard, home of the traitor Saruman. Let us go. I do not want to stay here any longer than I need to. I will leave you captives with someone and be back on the wagon headed to Tur Morva before the next bell. Move your feet, Ranger. I cannot go on like this. What can we... Lothrindir's pains are evident. Both of you were cruelly treated by the long wagon journey to Isengard and the whips of your captors, but Lothrindir bore the brunt of the ill treatment. I am... I am Lothrindir of the Dunedain. I have walked among the frozen wastes in the fiery Southlands. I do not fear this place. More flack. Oh boy, a named person I get to kill eventually, I'm sure.
These are the captives, scrawny things. We will keep you busy, little elf, and your friend too. I think the old man will want to speak with him directly. There's a place for you in the caves below, if Fosh doesn't kill you first. If you have any fortune at all, you won't see me again, little elf. You're ours now. Let's see how long you last.
Okay, I just finished.
Soon you shall be at my side again.
I was literally just on top of you.
You now belong to me. Will do as I say.
Make yourself at home, little elf. You now belong to me and will do as I say.
Fosh laughs heartily.
We will find tasks enough to keep you busy, and once you die, someone else will take your place. Shaku doesn't lack for thralls, little elf, and there's plenty of work to be done in the pits.
You should look at this cat. He was just putting his paws up on my leg, wanting playtime or something.
Aw.
Here. Oh, what's that? Is that a long rubber band on a ball?
Probably shouldn't have the rubber band.
Yeah, can you grab that from him?
I've assigned someone to keep an eye on you and give you work.
I've assigned someone to keep an eye on you and give you work. If he's not happy with your work, I will hear about it. You don't want that, little elf. If your overseer wanders off for a spot of grub or a swig of brew, rattle your shackles and he'd better come running. Don't let me see you without him.
There's work that needs doing in the kitchen.
There's work that needs doing in the kitchens. You think this army feeds itself? There's meat roasting, gruel boiling, and bread baking day and night.
The Urukai grins, baring his fangs.
Not that you'll get any of that. Prisoners have their own ration. Bark'll have something else for you to do, I'd wager. To the kitchens with you. They're in the southwest wall of the cavern, and if you don't make good time, I'll tan your hide.
Okay. Zoro, why? When we get to the kitchens, can you go put something on the TV for him?
Maybe.
It would be appreciated. Because I can't have him constantly right next to me all stream. You're leaving me behind again! Wait, what?
Every now and then you just run into a pissed off orc who's like, hey, I don't care what your actual job is, I just want to kill you.
I guess fair enough. They are orcs, that is to be expected.
It gives you something to kill while you're down here.
Zoro! You were being a real pill this morning.
Look at the way my little overseer's legs are just pumping.
He's tweaking, man. No, you're leaving me behind again. Although I've got 50% run speed, so maybe I'm not being quite as left behind. Now, why were we fleeing the scene?
Why are we fleeing the scene?
Yeah, we've got the buff flee the scene. You've got to get out of here. It's not safe to fight the Uruks on their home turf, plus 50% run speed.
Oh, because we killed one of those orcs. Well, yeah, because we killed an orc.
Ah.
I'm of a mind to chop you up for stew.
Okay, can you put something on the TV for him? Don't read? Okay, I can wait. I got breakfast. Oh, it's good to be streaming again.
And I'm back.
Another worm from the surface. I'm of a mind to chop you up for stew. Give the boys something they can sink their fangs into.
Your Urukai overseer grunts sadly, shaking his head with disappointment.
Ah, it's like that, is it?
Responds Bark.
Too bad. It's not worth my head to cross the old man, and once he's done with you, you won't be fit for stew anyway. Take this rag and clean some of the slop off the floors. You might as well be good for something. Once you're done here, squeeze that rag out into the slop bucket there.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
You're gonna sing the song while you do it?
No, I'm not going to sing the Meeseeks song. But it did seem appropriate.
This is my slop.
Fine, be that way. I thought you loved me.
We both could slop it up.
Yeah, it appeared that way.
You think you're done? You're not done until I say you're done. Clean up more of the slop, then dump it into the slop bucket again. You work for Bach, and Bach says there's more to be done.
Is his bark worse than his bite?
Did you really? Really?
Oh, I did. That's like 2 today. I'm on a roll.
Ben would be proud.
You could not have done that more slowly if you tried.
You could not have done that more slowly if you tried, Worm. Still, the slop had to be clean, and you cleaned it. There will be more later. There's always more.
Bark bares his teeth at you.
It's time to feed the prisoners. Scoop out some feed from the slop bucket and carry it to the dungeons in the northwest wall of the main cavern. Empty the slop into the bucket by the cells and be quick about it. The thralls have got to eat.
Looks like good eats to me.
You leave Alton Brown out of this.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Why do you inspired odiousness? How come I don't have that buff?
Have you picked up the bucket of slop?
Yeah, carry the slop to the bucket in the dungeons. You're leaving me drastically behind again.
It's letting me go speedy fast.
Wow, I completely wasted that Slayer Deed acceleration.
It was an accident. You'll get more.
Probably not. Yes, well, you going speedy fast means I'm going speedy slow.
I did not steal your speed.
You're right, then I'm just going super slow.
I'm coming back for you.
Good, because I have no idea where to go.
You just follow the
I
map.
think I took a wrong turn somewhere.
You knew you should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yep. Yeah, wait. I mean,
What?
does yours say carry the slop bucket to, in the dungeons?
Yeah, and I've got a little
Or
carrying...
carry the slop to the bucket in the dungeons. Yeah, so I did get the quest.
Maybe because I'm carrying it counts for both of us.
Maybe. You're okay, Han.
I don't have a slower speed right now.
I know, but please pace yourself. I have no speed buff, period.
I wonder if this stacks with my hunter speed.
It might. All I get is your hunter speed, and you already outpace me somehow.
Look at my legs go. Welcome to Isengard's jail.
Looks Looks great.
Did that count for you? Do you have to talk to Baldgar?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about what is going on outside?
Hey, Elf. Do you know anything about what's going on outside? I'm a man of Rohan, Baldgar by name, and I was separated from my men not far from the river. Can you tell me if Rohan is still safe? But there are too many guards around, and it is not safe to talk.
No talking to the prisoners.
No talking to the prisoners. You are no less a captive than they, and if you weren't in my company, you'd be thrown in a cell to rot. Remember that. One word to Fosh, and you won't even have the benefit of stretching your legs. A different word, and you might call those locked in the cells the lucky ones.
I could have given this work to someone else, but I saved it up special for you.
I have more work for you, and this will be tough, back-breaking labor. I could have given this one to one of the other prisoners, but I've saved it special for you. It's just my way of saying how pleased I am to waste my time making sure you don't fall into one of the pits. Sagra is in the center of the main cavern, Elf. What do you say to us paying him a little visit? It doesn't matter, we're going anyway.
Such friendliness.
Oh, yes. Very congenial.
Really making me feel welcome here.
Yeah, like I said, very congenial.
Hey, this is kind of what our 7 days base looks like eventually.
Eventually, yeah. I can't believe I wasted that Slayer dude by accident.
You'll get more.
I doubt it.
They'll get handed to you in some Hobbit present or another.
Just, yeah. It bugs me to waste buffs like that.
Understandable.
I mean, I can always buy more with the... I've got, several thousand LOTRO coins at this point, so... So if it really mattered that much, I could just buy them.
What is this?
What is this? You're too...
Scrawny for this.
You're much too scrawny for this work. I need a good strong Uruk-hai to carry these barrels, not some pitiful little elf.
Sagro sniffs the air and glowers at you in disapproval.
You'll have to do. It's no care of mine if you kill yourself lugging them around. Just another body for the pile. Haul a couple of these barrels up the path to the north, and leave them on the wooden platform with the others. You see it there, directly above Fosh? Now get moving.
Ah, but you see, you underestimate me. I am the player character. Oh, you're carrying it this time.
Oh, I stole it from you again?
No, well, I mean, maybe it works for both of us? Like, because I was referring to, other instances where I had been the one carrying. You set the barrel down You set down the barrel of weapons with with a heavy thud and a sigh of relief.
Yeah, you worked so hard to carry that barrel of weapons.
I know, right?
Here, I'll let you carry this one.
Thank you.
I'm so nice and generous.
You really are.
I've mastered the art of sharing.
This worthless prisoner.
You left the barrels where I said? You'd better have. This worthless prisoner says he's too tired to carry his load. He'll get the lash again if he doesn't shift that barrel in a hurry. So tired. Cannot.
Kenneth cannot go on. You are certain that Sargros will kill him if his work is not completed. You decide to carry the barrel of weapons in Kenneth's stead. He's still going to kill him anyway. Just a hunch.
Most people who come in here are killed.
Yeah.
This seems to me a precarious way to hold swords.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. You sit down Kennan's barrel of weapons with a heavy thud.
Kathunk.
You won't be able to do his work forever, Worm. This weakling won't last, and I'll be ready with my lash when he stumbles. Find more work from your overseer. I'll summon you when I have more for you.
The rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting.
My brothers sleep in the barracks when they're not working, but there are not enough beds. We sleep in shifts. When one Uruk wakes, another takes his place. There's no room for laziness. Any Uruk who tries to stay in bed is likely to sleep forever, with a knife in his belly. It is one thing to share quarters with my fellow warriors, but the rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting. Thin them out some, little elf, and be quiet about it. There will be warriors sleeping. The entrance to the barracks is in the southeast wall of the main cavern beneath Isengard.
No. This cat. He's trying to get up on top of my desk. Why are you being such a pill today, buddy?
He wants playtime!
He does. That's why we put the TV on.
He wants to be with his people!
Well, unfortunately, it's stream time for us.
He's just social like that.
I still need to go talk to Ardwin in the Isendale at some point.
We'll do that later. We're stuck here for now.
Okay.
We're gonna die here. Story's over. We failed.
We weren't the main protagonist anyway.
After the Battle of Helm's Deep, Aragorn and company will come and they'll be like, hey, I remember that person. And then they'll have a moment of silence.
Sam will make some sort of poem for us.
Sam's not here.
He'll remember us. What was that? I'm not hearing anything you're saying on Discord. No, I'm not hearing you on Discord. Hold on. I might have... It might be doing that weird thing again.
Connecting you again.
I heard that.
Is Discord disconnecting you again?
Yeah, I heard... I seem to be fine again. Except my game. Frick. Man, the dimensions got messed up when I tabbed back in.
Just a little bit.
Hold on.
I will protect you from rats.
There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
Rats.
I blame Obama. Okay, we need one more rat. There we go.
Nope.
I seem to have lost my overseer.
You took care of the rats. It's about time. Maybe tonight I won't be gnawed half to pieces by the rotten things. You won't be my problem for much longer. Fosh wants to see you again.
This place has all the comforts of home.
Including a wife that keeps leaving you behind.
I haven't broken your leg yet today.
That's such a consolation.
I'm glad. Just try and fix that. See if this does it.
What a coincidence. It did.
Ah ha ha.
I am glad you take so much mirth in my, in causing me pain. Why do I follow you?
I broke my own leg, so I don't know.
Marriage. It really is an interesting experience.
Quite. Don't think you thought there'd be quite as many broken legs, though.
No, I did not. I will admit.
I did not expect much from you, but you did all right.
I did not expect much from you, but you did all right for an elf. If it weren't for my orders, I'd have killed you already. But orders is orders. Shame. Can't stand you pointy ears. Enough of that. Time is wasting. You need to come with me. The old man wants you.
You had better come with me.
We might need to do this separately.
You would... Okay.
You had better come with me. The old man does not like to be kept waiting. If you displease him, perhaps he will no longer need you alive. Ah, wouldn't that be nice?
Man, I'm all over the place with voices today.
The old man
You've had pretty distinct voices for most every orc, though.
Come with me. The old man does not like to be kept waiting.
I know, I'm just all over the place with them when I'm trying to do them.
The old man wants you. You had better do what he says if you know what's best for you. Ah, with the power of his voice, you won't have a choice.
Well, you're here, and this is as far as I go. Follow the stairs straight up and don't wander. The old man will know if you do.
Oh. Eye is moving. Oh, I have flee the scene still. A lot of books in here.
That's what Saruman do.
I'm gonna serve on to. We have much to discuss, Vontu. I am Saruman the Wise, and I know much that might surprise you. But still, there are mysteries, and I need your help. Together, we can learn much that would otherwise remain hidden. There is much we could accomplish. Your own endeavor has ended in defeat, Vontu. You have ridden a long road, but have accomplished nothing. And what has it cost you? The lives of friends. Abandon this foolish journey, Vontu. Join me in my pursuit. Why do you reject this course? Can you not see that it is futile to continue this fool's charade? Any haste you possessed is spent. I saw to that when you were still in the Enedwaith. I learned of your purpose from the dwarf Nar. After you left his home, I had no further need for him. He was quite himself when he died. Another life lost in your wake. Do not forget that your friend Lothrindir is at my mercy. If you tell me what I want to know, he will not be harmed. Tell me everything you know about the ring. No, it's a doorbell. It's a camera doorbell. Gandalf knew something of it, and you knew Gandalf. I know the ring was in the hands of a halfling. Where is it now? I can be very generous to those who serve me. I can give you anything you seek. Come forth, Gunain. I am here, my lord. You have not seen this Angmaran woman since you left the Northlands. When last you saw her, she had been cast out by her clan for dishonoring them.
Her name was taken from her, and she became known as Gunain, without name. She survived in the wastes of Forage Hill by stealing food from the Losoth hunters once their prey was felled. Lothrindir gave her a bag of food to last until she could rebuild the wreckage of her life. What is she doing here?
You have left a trail of hatred behind you, Vontu.
Hey, Dill.
Gunain followed your company down from the north, biding her time. Sometimes she lost her trail, but always she would find it again. That is when I found her. She did my work in Enidwaith and Dunland, and for that she will be rewarded.
You will give me my name? Once I kill Vontu?
Yes, you will no longer be Gunain, but not yet. I want you to consider my offer, Vontu. You will work for Morflock while you decide.
I will bring you to Morflock, but soon I will kill you, and I will kill your friend Lothrindir, and I will earn my new name. My master has promised. Yes, we did take the hobbitses to Isengard.
Looks like this is your lucky day, Vermin. Now you're working for me.
Looks like this is your lucky day, Vermin. You now have the privilege of working for me. You'd better prove yourself useful, or it's back to the pits with you. Shakru may want you alive, but my friends are quite skilled at inflicting enough pain to hurt, but not enough to kill. Unless I give them the word, that is. Then it's all killing.
We're all servants of Shaku here, but some of us have more freedom than others.
We're all servants of Shaku here, but some of us have more freedom than others. I am one of those, little elf, and in return, I help my friends. I have assigned one of my trusted lackeys to watch you while you do my work. If he lets you out of his sight, rattle your shackles to draw him near. If he does this too often, he may find himself out of my favor, then out of a head. In that order.
I'm wrecking my voice right now.
You should give one orc like a really posh, nice voice.
No.
You heard the boss. As long as we stay in line, he treats us well and everybody wins. But if you cross him, that's another story. Sometimes an Uruk-hai gets into his head to try and displace Morflock. He thinks maybe if he's in charge, he'll get noticed by the old man and be given some treat. He sees what Morflock has and he wants it. It's in his best interest not to cross the boss, but he forgets it. The boss gave me the names of some of the boys who might be planning on acting up. The names are Gulthrak, Hoital, and Farmak. Let's pay one of them a visit. That might put the fear of Morflock back into the others where it should be. I could use a fight.
We're all servants of Shaku here.
Alrighty, look, we're outside.
Have more freedom than others.
That we is. We can at least see the sky. You can't take the sky from me. I've not watched that in a long time.
It has been a long time.
We also need to play the board game again.
It's actually been less of a long time since we did that.
This is true. But it's still been a while. I mean, there was a time where we were playing that, you know, not like every weekend, but usually like at least like once a month or so with friends and whatnot. But now that everyone's kind of like moved away.
Well, and also there's a plague that made everyone go, I'm going home.
Yeah, there's that too. Stupid plague. Bless you, hon.
You're one of Morflock's new pets, are you?
You're one of Morflock's new pets, are you? Well, the way I see it, you'll end up the same way as all the others. Maybe I'll be the one to help you on your way.
Bless you again, hon.
Thank you. Did that count for you?
It did.
Fight to make you feel alive.
Yeah, good point, Dill.
Ah, that was just the thing. Nothing like a good fight to make you feel alive.
I have some more names for you. Matam, Urbar, and Golb. Choose one of them to punish and remind the other two why it is wisest not to cross the boss. You'll find any of them within the ring.
Where are you going?
I thought that was the way to go. You don't happen to have Lord of the Rings on book on tape, do you?
I have a radio drama of it.
Like the entire trilogy?
Yeah. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I do believe Ian Holm was the narrator.
That could be fun. I'm very much enjoying listening to Harry Potter on audiobook while I play games and whatnot. And it has been a long time since I've done Lord of the Rings. So,
I mean, we could probably get a copy.
it would not be a bad thing.
Do you think you can defeat me? You have no chance. Morphlock should have come himself and done his own dirty work.
I'm really wrecking my voice with these orcs.
That was well done. Morphlock will be pleased. It is good for all of us. And when Morphlock is pleased, it is good for all of us.
What were you chortling over?
He coughed.
There are larders in the building that line the ring, and that's where the good food is kept. The largest one is within the guardhouse, right by the entrance at the southernmost point of the ring.
Okay, I can't do it anymore.
Then just do normal voice.
A set of steps lead to the door. You've seen the slop they feed us here. The good stuff is saved for the guards at the gate. Well, Morphlock wants some of the good stuff, and if you get it for him, he's bound to share some of it with the ones he can trust. That's me, and if you do this well, maybe it's you too. So go to the larder and grab some of the good food. Don't let the gatekeeper see you with it, and bring it back to Morphlock. Yeah, gravelly voices like that are really... they take a toll. I do enjoy voiceover, though.
You have fun with it.
I do. It's just so... It sucks that it's so hard to get, to get a voiceover company kind of moving. But, 'tis what 'tis. I'm in a better place. I've basically got, like, the dream job I could have ever had, ever wanted. So, as much as it's sad to not be doing voiceover work these days, I very much enjoy what I do. And I'm very fortunate in that. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I gotta do a whole bunch of fishing today.
Poor you.
I know, right? I gotta play video games for work.
This is where Merry and Pippin found their food.
I kind of figured. I mean, yes, if you consider being a husband a job. No, I was more referring to, the VR work that I get to do.
Did I get the zoomy fast and you did not?
That is correct. You did.
Noom.
Pretty good, Dill. Life is pretty good. Sorry I was not here. We were not here last week. Did you leave me behind again?
I'm just outside.
Sorry we weren't here last week. I actually had decided not to go to the tabletop tournament because we have a mask mandate county-wide right now, and I'm like, I don't want to spend 4 rounds of a tournament in wearing a mask. You're leaving me behind again.
Follow the road.
I love you too. But I woke up in the morning and I like at about 6 with like some discomfort in my like lower intestine area, and by about 8, hun? What'd you say? I was basically doubled over, hyperventilating and praying for death. So it was not a fun Saturday last week. I think it was just had to do with like some really Like, we'd gone to Costco the night before and gotten dinner there, and the pizza, like, ended up being, like, especially greasy, which was really odd, because normally it's not that greasy. And I think it just did not sit well, and it triggered something, but it was, basically until about 1 that afternoon, I was just hunched over in pain. In bed. It was not fun. So, by about 8:30, I'm like, there's no way I can stream. So... This is much better than the slop we usually get. Those who serve Morflock well are always rewarded. You did very well, little elf. Ah, I see what you did there, Dill. Yeah, no, I'm good. Like I said, by about 1, last Saturday, 1 p.m. last Saturday, I was back to normal, but I was just so physically and, like, emotionally drained that I'm like, I am doing nothing today.
Morflock is good to his friends.
Morflock is good to his friends. Just don't cross him and you'll be fine. Keep it up, elf.
You know what to do as you're told.
You aren't like the others of your kind, are you? You know when to do as you're told. Erdan has built many of the siege engines the old man plans to use for the war, and many are still under construction. Go see if there's any work for you to do.
We're all servants of Shaku here, but some of us have more freedom than others.
But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was just, like, an excessive amount of grease on the pizza that just did not sit well with me. So I've been fine this whole past week.
I'm not leaving you behind so badly.
Yeah, because you don't have, like, a 50% movement speed buff. Oh, Surly Uruk. There we go, now we got movement speed buff. Isengard, big.
Technically, canonically, the ring has a 10-mile diameter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd rather he left me alone.
You're one of Morflock's underlings. I'd rather he left me alone. I've got work to do, real work, and don't have time for his bluster. Most of these engines are nearly finished, Elf. I could use another crate of tools if you need something to keep you busy. Follow the ring wall to the north. You'll find the crates near the anvil field by the Great Bellows, north of the tower. Wait, we can't mount up inside here?
We're slaves.
They let us have our weapons and armor.
Technically, you've got cosmetics of slave clothing.
Yeah, I remember I saw that.
You want to put them on?
No. I'm good. Do we both have to carry one?
I don't know.
Well, I've got this crate of tools. Oh, wow. Now I'm outrunning you.
Yeah, you got the super speed. Don't turn it in before I can get there, though. I'm not sure if it would count if I'm too far away.
Yeah, I can wait. Why do they have the tools so far away?
Because this is, like, the fetch quest ring?
I guess.
Oh, you delivered them.
I'm assuming that counted for you then?
Yeah, looks like it.
So she knows what it's like, Dill. Actually, to be fair, she knows very well what it's like because when we play WoW, it's I always outpace her when we play with our main characters together. Because Warlocks have no run speed buff, and I have a natural 30% speed buff with when I'm in cat form.
Technically, there is a trait I can take which gives me a speed buff, but I don't think it's worth health.
No, I know. My warlock has taken that one at times. It's a trade-off. Are you coming?
I just need to talk to my lackey. He's right here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were... Okay. I thought you were coming here. Okay. I'm going to speak with Morflock about this. Ordon should know better than to give you such trivial business. Hauling crates around, doesn't he know you belong to Morflock now? Okay, do we go speak to Morflock?
Yep. Well, that's what it says. Return to Morflack.
Oh, so it does.
Why, hello.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
I don't think you want any fish you'd catch here.
Probably not. Well, I mean, they don't even have any water on the grounds, do they? Apart from, like, brackish drinking water, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any water inside the ring.
Even before all this, yeah.
Well, before all this, this was a garden. Filled with trees and green and beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there was water somewhere.
Maybe it just naturally... Yeah, maybe it was like, you know, the East Coast, where just naturally it's just that humid and that much rain.
I do not think you need
I've been wrong about you after all. I have been wrong about you after all. The others complain about the work they do for me, and it is only fear of my retribution that keeps them in line. But you have served me well and without complaint. I do not think you need a shadow any longer. You will stay in line, or you will answer to Morflock. That will be guard enough.
Tell Fosh he's to keep you busy until I send for you.
You go to the caverns and tell Fosh that he is to keep you busy until I call for you. If he gives you any trouble, you come and let me know. You go to get to the depths by way of a door north of the tower. Once you're down there, keep taking the sloping paths down into the center of the cavern, where Fosh has his command. There was a river that had been dammed up in the movies.
What was the Entwash?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ents reroute it into Isengard and then they put it back, but it naturally runs just outside the walls. Like, if you pull up your map, you can see it.
Huh. So you can. Yep, completely wasted the Slayer deed.
Not the worst thing that can happen in a day.
Actually, no, I still have, what is this, 1 hour, 7 seconds? So hopefully maybe we can get something out of it before the end of the stream. Oh, nope, it's gone. Completely wasted it. I hate when I do stuff like that.
It was an accident.
Yeah, still, it bugs me. Maybe.
If nothing else, you cleared up a spot in your inventory.
This is true. This is true.
And you haven't had to do inventory management yet.
I mean, because I did that before the stream.
And we haven't really killed that many things.
Also true.
There's a lot of walking today.
It appears that way.
Morflock
Morflux says that you can walk about unguarded. Well, it won't be my hide if you cause trouble. Fosh snorts loudly. Go help Bark in the kitchens. You know where they are. And be quick about it. You might be Morflux's latest pet, but I won't have you getting underfoot and slowing things down. So Dill, have you seen the trailer for the new Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga? Because it looks friggin' epic. Doesn't it, hon?
Oh, it does. I'm excited to play it.
Yeah. It looks really, really, really good. You should look up the trailer for the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. The trailer just looks absolutely amazing from the stuff that it looks like it's going to offer. Back for more. I'm surprised you're still alive. Bark sneers at you, his fangs bared, and his hands you a dirty rag. Cleaning the slop off the floor, you know how it's done.
Look at these hungry orcs. Come back over here. There's a dude who is trying to get your attention.
Hey, you there.
No, don't look at me.
No, don't look at me. I don't want to attract attention. Doolin keeps wiping down the table and talks to you out the side of his mouth. I've gotten my hands on a pinch of poison, just a thimbleful. If I give it to you, can you add it to one of the meals for the Urukai? Don't let anyone see you. Doolin silently hands you a small half shell containing a few drops of clear liquid.
It's glittering up near Bark.
Oh, okay. You secretly add the poison to the Uruk-hai meal and return to your task.
That light up in the ceiling doesn't look very safe.
What, the burning chandelier?
The essentially a fireplace just hovering above everyone's head.
Yeah, the burning chandelier. No, I would agree. You do everything slowly and poorly. Is every elf as useless as you? Go fill up a pan for the slot bucket and carry it to the bucket in the dungeons. It's time to feed for the prisoners to be fed again.
Nyum!
Of course.
Come on, Yumi.
I'm trying to keep up. Oh wait, do I have the buff too? Oh no, I still have flee the scene.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean you're moving faster than someone on a mount, but it's at least better than only having 15% or not. Well, the 30% speed you get and then none when you get out of range. Crazy to think how this was all just Earth before the, orcs started playing around with it.
Saruman got really big into his Minecraft server.
Apparently. But in a very, very short amount of time, this was all erected.
Sploosh.
away from your guard.
You managed to slip away from your guard. That is good. That is very good indeed. Baldgar peers from side to side, making sure the guards are out of earshot. I'm working on a plan to escape, aren't you? But I could use your help.
Akka was once the steward of this place, but now he is a prisoner like the rest of us.
One of the other prisoners was once the steward of this place. His name is Akka, and he ran the day-to-day affairs of Saruman's household while the wizard concentrated on other matters. But Akka fell out of favor with Saruman and is now a prisoner like the rest of us. There's little to do in these dungeons but talk, and Akka has boasted that he knows secrets about Isengard that none save Saruman possess. Talk to Akka about these secrets. He may reveal something that we can use to escape.
I know secrets of this place. Secrets you might use.
You gonna read it?
I was waiting for him to finish talking. I was the steward of Isengard, and this is how I am repaid for my long service. It is all Grima's doing. I will tell you of my fall if you wish to hear the sad tale. I know secrets of this place, secrets you might use. Akka blames his fall as a steward of Saruman's household on a man called Grima Wormtongue.
And we're gonna play as Grima and notice that he apparently has severe spinal issues.
Yeah. Well, okay then.
Was the steward of Saruman's household and ran his affairs.
Oh wow, yeah,
from
serious
day to
spinal
day.
issues.
I was accorded high honor, and would still, were it not for
I think it's just to
Grima
emphasize his
Wormtongue.
snakeliness.
Yep. They've long been in conversation, Grima. What do you think they're speaking about? What is that, Grima? You want to get closer? Alright, but just a little closer.
He's dropping eaves.
The world is growing more dangerous every day, Radagast. You must have sensed it. I have, Saruman. I have. My friends in the woodland are restless. Something has made them uneasy. I know what has made them so. The Nine are abroad once more. The Nazgul! The Nine? The Nine what? Could you make any sense of that, Grima? Our master holds you in closer confidence than he does me. Have you heard nothing of these matters? I need not be counted among the wise to know that they have Radagast worried, and that gives me reason to worry as well. I am sure our master will know what must be done. That is why he is the wizard, and we are his servants. We know our place, do we not? We do. My servants, come here. They are disguised as riders in black and seek a land called Shire. Find Gandalf. Tell him I will help if he needs me. I will leave at once, and if fortune smiles, I will find him before it is too late. Akka, show Radagast to his house, to his horse. Grima, stay a moment.
His house horse?
Yep, it is done. Radagast will find Gandalf if he is to be found, and I doubt not he will speed with all haste here to Isengard. There are some other small matters I need you to attend to before my guest arrives. Grima did not think Radagast would find Gandalf, but I knew he would. At last, in midsummer, Gandalf himself came to Isengard. Our master was right, Grima. The guards report that Gandalf was seen riding hard alongside the river, and now he's here. Oh, I just realized I was on a Discord reading that. Our master was right, Grima. The guards report that Gandalf was seen riding hard alongside the river, and now he's here. Radagast has done as he was asked. Let us go meet Gandalf and bring him to Orthanc. Let us go meet Gandalf, Grima. Gandalf! Welcome to the Ring of Isengard.
I came as quickly as I was able. Worrisome tidings drew me hither.
Your master is the head of my order. I need his wisdom. Also, my back is in pain, apparently.
That's your Akka voice, but Grima Wormtongue is the one who can't walk upright.
His knowledge will be at your disposal, Gandalf. I know it well. His library is extensive. The walls of Orthanc are lined with books and tomes. He has made a study of artifacts strange and mysterious, and they
did I ride with such haste that so I might have time to enjoy this account of yours?
Age has not slowed your speech, Akka, nor given you the sense when speed is called for. Oh, I am sorry, Gandalf. I forget myself. I will bring you to my master, and Grima will see to your horse. Gandalf's horse is tired from its long journey and will benefit from a stay in the stables with food and water. Grima saw that Gandalf's horse was stabled, and I walked with the wizard. He spoke lightly of many things, but I could see that he was troubled. Gandalf seems much older than I remember from his last visit. Older and weaker. Look at him there, then look at our master. See how Saruman's raiment glows. Gandalf's cloak seems so tattered. It is charitable of our master to offer his wisdom to the Grey Wizard. Perhaps he could offer some finer clothing as well. If we get closer, we might hear what they are saying. You send troubling words to me by the way of Radagast, Saruman. You cannot intend to make me sit upon the steps of Orthanc like a patient vendor.
I would not make that mistake, Gandalf. I know the well of your patience, and it is dry. I have seen what awaits this Middle-earth. Ascend, Gandalf. We will discuss these matters beyond the hearing of my servants. Stay out from underfoot. I do not want you to be disturbed until I send for you.
I do not know what they discussed in that high chamber. Afterwards, only Saruman remained free to come and go as he pleased. No, I will not be dissuaded, Grima. He is an old man and does not deserve this treatment at the hands of our master. If Saruman fears Gandalf plans to hatch an evil plot to keep him imprisoned, yes, but in comfortable quarters. The pinnacle is exposed to the elements. It is cruel treatment, not befitting of Saruman the Wise. It is not our place to challenge Saruman's decisions, but I will do what I can to ease Gandalf's stay with us. An extra ration of bread will do no harm. There is no need to tell Saruman of this, of course. Gandalf, I have brought you some bread. Gandalf?
Bread does not interest me, steward.
Can you give me freedom from Isengard? Only that would I welcome. I cannot spend the rest of the summer pacing this rooftop. There's work I must do. Do you understand me? I cannot stay here. It is the will of my master Saruman that you stay here.
Saruman.
He has left the path of wisdom. he was not content with his station, and now styles himself Saruman of many colors? He boasts of forging his own ring and seeks to challenge Sauron for dominance? Madness! Thank you for the bread, Akka. You are welcome, Gandalf. My master must soon come to his senses and will give you your freedom. Promise me that you will not tell our master about this. We have done nothing wrong, of course, but there is no sense in disturbing him. What is one more loaf of bread? No one will miss it. Grima gave me his word that he would keep my confidence. Grima was a liar.
He always is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, with the last name of Wormtongue, you know, why would you have any reason to believe that he wouldn't be?
Because he's really good at telling you what you want to hear.
Saruman listens as you breathlessly recount Akka's recent delivery of a loaf of bread to Gandalf and their ensuing conversation. His face is a thundercloud. Why did you allow Akka to do this, dog? What would you have done if he allowed Gandalf to come down? What would have been your answer if my worthless steward had freed him? Saruman masters his anger, but his tone is no less stern. From this point onward, none will climb the steps to the pinnacle save myself. I will have Akka thrown in the dungeons where he will have time enough to consider this betrayal. He will not have even a crust to chew upon. Let him eat slop instead. You will perform Akka's duties in his stead until I have others for you, and I will, Grima. Soon you will return to your homeland, but not yet.
You see what Saruman's standing next to?
Palantir?
Yep.
I was taken into the dungeons that very night, and I have been here ever since. So, Gandalf was rescued by the Eagles, though, like, in the books, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
My friend Vantu has come online.
Yep, I saw that you came online. A little bit ago, but I saw that you came online.
Isengard is a pretty slick house.
It is. It very much is. Oh, my throat.
You've been doing a lot of reading today.
And a lot of voices.
Like you. I will help you with
Do you see how it was now, friend? I served Saruman well and faithfully for many years, but for the lies of Grima, I would still. I like you. I will help you escape. There is a way out of the ring that only I know about, and you will not find it without my help. Tell your friend if he can get us to the surface and create some kind of distraction, I can get us beyond the ring.
His beard has grown out impressively since he was the steward.
I honestly did not even look. The steward will help us. Good. I do not like being so dependent upon him, but it seems we have no choice.
Do not let the Uruks know what you are up to.
Hold on. Akka will tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring, but we will need two things. A way out of these cells and a large enough distraction to keep the Uruk-hai occupied once we reach the surface. When Foch took me from my cell to work, I saw some of Saruman's experiments. One of these involved a black powder that, when set aflame, caused a tremendous roar and smoke. Some of the machinery seems to spew this powder. If you can collect enough of it, we could use it for our distraction. Your relative freedom of movement can help us here, Vantu, but you must still keep up appearances. Do not let the Uruk-hai know what you are up to. Report to Sargruz by the forges and do his work in addition to collecting the powder for me.
Look, I'm wearing slave clothes.
You do not look like Leia in Jabba's palace.
This is Lord of the Rings. I am not a sexy slave.
Well, poop on that.
But I have a bandana.
Hooray?
That doesn't inspire the same kind of excitement.
Not particularly. Should it?
I don't know. I just thought I'd say it and see what your reaction was. I wonder what those big spinny things are doing.
Being decorative. Oh, I apparently have a mithril gift waiting for me.
Oh, do you?
Yep. 100 virtue XP, 3 tomes of defense. Actually, that does remind me, though. Back for more work. There's plenty to do, so don't let me catch you dozing. Sargru's motions at the scattered weapons near the forges. One of the old man's thralls dropped a barrel of weapons and tried to run for it. He was dealt with, but now there are weapons scattered all over the place. Pick them up and put them back in that empty barrel there.
Look at this mess they're leaving behind.
Yep. It's a big one.
Did their mothers not teach them anything?
They have mothers.
Yes, they come from great loving families.
First time hearing of it. Good, I'm glad you cleaned up those scattered weapons. The servant who ran for it made it further than they usually do. He made it up that ramp over there. I just wish he hadn't spilled that barrel and caused me this extra work. You breathe a sigh of relief. Sargros does not seem to have noticed your theft of the black powder.
We were sneaky.
Gotta be sneaky, Charlie. I keep getting heritage rune stuff. Hey,
Do those keep dropping for you?
Yeah. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. I'm in range.
The back of my slave clothes have a handprint on them.
Yes. Mark of the White Hand.
Also the mark of the Dark Brotherhood.
Wrong franchise.
But is it?
Yes, yes it is. Yes, yes it is, Dill.
But is it?
Yes.
Now you
Until Standing Stone is bought out by Microsoft, yes, yes it is.
Now you just need random people to like walk up to you on the street and go, "But is it?" with no context.
Y'all weird. You managed to get some of the powder. Perfect. This is going to be the key to the distraction that we will need once we make it to the surface.
What is it they say about birds and stones?
The guards do not bring us to work on the surface very often, but the last time that they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. I do not know how close they are to being completed, but if we can do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must. What is it that they say about birds and stones? I think that black powder you collected might serve as a perfect distraction and also deprive our enemies of one of those war machines. Go to the surface and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines, southeast of the steps of Orthanc. The amount you should suffice for 4 small piles. We will set the war machines aflame when it is time for us to make our escape. The door to the surface is on the north side of the caverns. Yes, yes it is! Y'all are weird. Y'all are strange folk.
That's just kind of a facet of life.
Seems that way. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are weird. Dill. I will say it. Lovable, but weird.
At least we're lovable.
I'm really bummed that my spreading warp delivery is apparently not coming, or did not make it here yesterday, and apparently probably won't be here today, or any time in the foreseeable future. Oh, Surly Uruk. Speed boost!
'Tis handy.
'Tis very handy. Yes, it is, Dill. Are we just gonna keep keeping this up for a while?
Forever.
Yeah, probably.
Next week, we'll start streaming. First thing that shows up in the chat. But is it?
Y'all are weird.
We make life interesting.
That's one way to put it.
That's the best way to put it.
I'm really bummed that Spreading War probably won't get here today. Was really looking forward to painting tomorrow. Are you having fun, Dill?
Perhaps. It's a bit of walking today.
So it would seem.
Excuse me, Orc. Excuse me, Orc.
Okay, so... Was I supposed to put something down there? So, is there a specific spot, or can I just place them anywhere? Because this is the first one I put down.
I think you can just place them anywhere.
Oh, okay. Theoretically, could I put them all in the same spot?
You could try.
It looks like it.
Look at us. We're so lazy.
Yeah.
But we were noticed.
What were you doing lingering around there? Explain yourself. I don't like the look of you, Elf. Start talking. Thok eyes you hungrily, confident that he has caught you doing something suspicious, so you appease him. You start talking. You tell him angrily that it is Morflack's will that you walk around Isengard unguarded, and if Thok wishes to question the will of Morflack, you can bring the two together. All of Thok's bluster vanishes in an instant. Don't tell him about this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. Really, you don't need to trouble Morflack about this. Oh, should we talk to Morflack?
I'll let you choose. Which one do we want to do?
Well, I imagine it's going to end up the same either way. Have you done both?
I don't specifically recall.
Let's go talk to Gar. If we talk to Morflock, it might raise suspicion. He might come and look at the thing and... But at the same time, it would be fun to get an orc in trouble for... It's probably fine to just go talk to Baldgar.
Okie doke.
What do you want to do?
I'm letting you pick.
What do you want to do?
I've done this all before. I'm letting you pick.
Which one do you want to do?
I want to charge at the gates of Minas Tirith.
Okay, who do you want to talk to?
I have no preference.
Okay, fine. Well, Morflux right here. Let's talk to Morflux then.
No more flags at the other end of the circle.
Oh, he is? Oh. Okay, then let...
Make a choice. Watching your character like spin around, looking really confused.
I don't know which. Let's go talk to Morflux. Let's have fun. I have a feeling I might regret this. But we shall see. Yes, yes, I am. I don't know which way to go on this.
Which way shall I go? Which way shall I take? That's actually from a live action Alice in Wonderland from like the 90s. Had Martin Short as the Mad Hatter. He was a really good Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
He's Martin Short.
Oh, I'll take your word for it. I never saw it. Morflux stares at you for a long moment before speaking. Thought gave you some trouble. Doesn't he know you're one of mine? I will have one of my boys take care of him. No one disrespects Morflux. Okay. Well, maybe that's one less orc to deal with.
Or they're gonna fuse into a super Voltron orc.
That could also be interesting.
Yeah, but orcs aren't Power Rangers. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life.
Yeah, that's one I never expected to hear in my life either. Power Elfgrims. Oh, Dill.
Maybe Saruman wants to create Power Ranger Voltron orcs.
I don't know, maybe. Weirder things have happened. Oh, Surly Uruk.
Don't follow me. I'm thinking about something at the moment.
What, just jumping? Yeah, we're not going to survive that.
No, we aren't. Unfortunately, the path between the dungeons and the entrance is like basically most of a circle around the room.
Mhm.
And so we can't go from the dungeons to the entrance because you have to go way too far up. And I was wondering if it was close enough that we could go down to the dungeons. But unfortunately, it's too far of a drop. A burglar might be able to do it.
That's a pretty far drop even for a burglar.
No, burglars have a skill where as long as that skill's active, they take no fall damage.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it lasts like a few seconds, though.
So you have to time it perfectly.
Something like that.
I mean, you know, back in the day with Hyjal and Burning Crusade and WoW. Hold on, I'm killing this guy.
You're killing a guy.
No, I wanted the speed boost refreshed. I mean, that's what you had to do on the last boss fight. Was Tyrande gave you the Tears of Elune, and then you had to time your fall, time landing, just perfectly, because they only lasted for a few seconds, and you'd pick up all the damage again, because it was like basically a slow fall.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't time it perfectly, you'd die, and every time someone died, a raid-wide like curse was put out, depending on, you know, what the class was. And yeah.
How pissed would people get at the person who died?
Very, because it was really hard to recover from even a single death. Like, one death could easily snowball into many others, which would then compound and become many other issues. So.
And then everyone wipes.
Mm-hmm. No, we did that fight a lot before we got it right. And then once everyone kind of, figured things out, it wasn't too bad.
Good.
You've done it as I asked. Good, good. I hope setting that black powder aflame will be the distraction that we need to make good our escape. There's no sense in delaying this, Vontu. It is time we were free of this place. Speak with me when you are ready. Is this going to be a solo instance?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? We will only get one chance at this. We must make it count.
We do this now.
And I am finishing out my slave outfit.
There is no looking back.
Kinky.
We will escape from Isengard, or we will die. We
Here-
will not stay here.
Here's what we need to do, Vontu. The Keymaster is an Urukai who carries a ring of keys that can open these cell doors. He tends to come down into the dungeon several times a day, or what passes for a day here in the lightless reaches. Look for him somewhere in the dungeon and see if you can catch him unaware. He is likely to be down the other wing of the dungeons. Climb the slope and turn right when you can. Once you have the keys, come back here and release me. We can then open the door for Akka, and we'll make our way to the surface. The Urukai have seen you walking about Isengard. They may believe that you are bringing us to see Saruman by order of the wizard. They may let us pass. I have no idea where this guy is.
Go up the hill and turn right when you can.
I mean, that's what I did. Oh, there he are. What are you doing down here? Foch didn't tell me you had any business here today. I don't like the smell of you. Get out of here. Hey, friend, over here. You have the keys, do you not? You must let us out. You cannot leave us to die here, friend. We can help you. This is not what I meant, Vontu.
Your heart's just a little too soft.
Listen to me, men of Dunland. There is no friendship between our peoples. We have warred and will again. But today we need each other. Oh wow, that is a beard. Today we have a common foe. Akka knows a way out of the ring, but we will need your help to reach it. Will you help us? Universal sounds of yes, we will. Good. Now, Akka, it is time. Are you chortling over something?
You didn't want to read out all of those. We will. Let's go.
Yeah, basically. There's a gap in the wall between the buildings on the western side. Once the black powder does its work, you should be able to make it there in the confusion. But first, we need to get to the surface. It will not be easy with so many of us. We cannot all go together. It would attract too much attention. Akka's right. Vontu and he and I will go first. Count several score before following us, then do it in groups of 2 or 3. Good luck to us all.
Oh, by the way, insert is your toggle walk.
Ah. Okay. Do I need that?
Maybe.
We do not want to attract attention, Vontu. We should walk slowly from here, so as not to attract undue attention. Let us go. Oh, toggle walk. I thought you said toggle lock.
Toggle walk.
I mean, we could kill all of them. Should I just start fighting?
Oh. That's up to you. This is a role-playing game.
Okay, Dill says no. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could have taken them all, but...
At least you're pretty sure that you could have taken them all.
Yeah. We are almost out. Now we just need to light the black powder Vontu, set up ahead of time, and we will have all the chaos we need to make it to the other side of the ring and freedom. Now we just need a bit of flame, and we can set off the black powder for our distraction. Let me do it. Both of you have homes beyond the ring, but this is my home. There is nowhere I want to go. I will light the powder. You are sure? I am ready for what comes, Vontu. I will set the black powder aflame, and it will draw all of Isengard to this side of the ring. When that happens, the western side should be empty, and you will be able to slip through the gap in the ring wall. Farewell, Vontu. May you live past tonight and help put an end to my master's evil. Wait for my signal, and farewell. No, Akka, you don't have to do that! This way, Vontu, let us find a place to hide while we wait. Once out of here, I need to find Theodred, the Prince of Rohan. Oh yeah, he gonna be dead by that point. All his attention is focused on the movements of the Dunlington clans. We had no idea things were this bad within Isengard. Where will you go? I will help you rescue your friends from the Falcon clan once I have given my message to Theodred. Do we go back and exact vengeance upon the Falcon clan? Please tell me you go back and exact vengeance upon the Falcon clan.
I will tell you nothing.
You have my word, I will help you to save your ranger friends from their captivity at the hands of the Falcon clan. I am sorry that we can do nothing for the ranger that was sent here with you. Lothrendar, he was called. If Lothrendar still lives, Saruman has kept him very close. We cannot hope to gain entrance to Orthanc. What is taking Akka so long? Why is taking Akka so long? I think something has happened. No, if Elaine doesn't want to spoil it, don't spoil it. Oh, Akka be dead. There's been some commotion, Vontu. Some of the captives got loose. Commotion below. All of my boys ran to see what was going on, but I smelled a rat. And who should I see sneaking around the war machine? This old fool. Vontu, this changes nothing. Do you understand me? It changes nothing. Keep him busy. You would be nothing without me, Vontu. I gave you the run of Isengard. It was the fear of me that kept you from being thrown in the cells alongside the vermin. But now, we will see. Oh yes, we will see whose time it is to die. See how I repay treachery. What is that noise? Wow, ow, that was loud.
From atop the pinnacle, I beheld a great fire and smoke. And when it cleared, my prized captives were gone. How is it you are still alive, Moorflock?
I carried you this far, but this is the end for Baldgar. Son of Beldgar.
But this
Do not weep for me, my friend.
is the end.
It is enough to be
Oh,
free.
me, my friend.
Baldgar's eyes flutter closed for the last time, and he dies a free man. You decide to return to Theodred's camp in the Gravenwood, and see what has become of the Grey Company during your captivity.
We're free!
So it would seem. Now, time to go exact our vengeance upon the Falcon clan. And Lou Brennan, or whatever.
You'll remember that name.
Yeah, like I said, exact vengeance. You don't get to just turn me in as a slave and get away with it.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, no, he don't.
Like how he just left his dead body there. Didn't, like, bury it or anything.
He died a free man. And that's the most important thing. No, he not be dead. Vontu, you are alive. We feared the worst. Few of your friends made it out of Tal Methadrus. And seriously? And the tales of those who did are not encouraging. I do not think the Falcon clan was with Saruman in the beginning. Rather, it seems the tide turned while you were traveling through Dunland. The news you brought to Lou Brennan that Saruman's influence could be felt everywhere may have been the information for which he was waiting. A pox on these Dunlingdons. They cannot be trusted. Very few folk made it out of Tal Methadrus, but some did. The rare few Dunlingdons who spoke against the Brennan's decision and a handful of rangers. If we work together, we can repay Lou Brennan for his treachery. Yes!
Not every member of the Falcon clan agreed.
Not
with
every
Lou
member of the Falcon clan
Brennan's
agreed with Lou Brennan's decision. Those that did not were slain or forced to flee. One of those who escaped is the woman Saren, and it is from her that I have learned much of what befell within Tal Methadrus. I had been working closely with your friend Saradin before you were captured, and he now burns with the desire to free what rangers still live, if any do. He is very wise, and it seems that if there is any hope of rescue, he may be able to devise it. Speak with him on this account. You might also seek the advice of trusted friend Hagawise. He excels in battle and has been a boon companion on this excursion into Greenwood.
Many of our friends have
Oh,
fallen,
let's do this.
and the rest are captives.
You must tell me of your time in Isengard, Vontu. It cannot have been pleasant, and you were often in my thoughts. I heard what happened within Tal Methadrus from Radonir. Some time after you were secreted away to Isengard, he managed to escape the prison cave with poor Praegir. The two of them fought their way into the center of Termova, but then Saradin sighs heavily, and he seems, in that moment, much older than his years. Praegir did not make it. They cut him down on the road, and only Radnir escaped. He has gone back with some of Theodred's men to try and recover Praegir's body, but they have not returned. Many of our friends have fallen, and the rest are still captives of Lou Brennan. According to the Radnir, Halbrand and the Sons of Elrond are still alive, but who can say for how long?
I would take 10 Rohirrim on horseback over 1,000 Dunlanding wild men.
We crossed the ford of Isen in secret to learn what the men of Dunland were up to, but it is worse than we suspected. I think it has surprised the leader of the Falcon clan as well. It seems to me that he was biding his time until the victory of one side seemed assured. Then he needed to simply throw his lot in with the side likely to come out the victor. Let us hope that he's mistaken, Vontu. I think that he is undervaluing the prowess of the men of Relhan. I would take 10 Rohirrim on horseback over 1,000 Dunlingdon wild men. I have spoken with your friend Saradin, and it seems like these rangers are the same. The more of them we free now, the fewer thousands of Dunlingdons I need concern myself with. Ha!
Ha!
The honor of the Falcons, sold to Saruman. I cannot believe this.
It's another Sarah Oakart. I cannot believe this. How can this have happened? The old woman is quivering with anger and grief. The Brennan called the heads of households to him and declared that we were at last ready to reap our reward. We had only to bend to the knee of Saruman, but Lou Brennan himself had said to us the Hebegluth would not be the tool of some wizard. He said it often and loudly, and we came to believe it. I have no love for these horse lords, and this strutting princeling least of all. But what can be said? The honor of the Falcon clan sold to Saruman? Wolf sought his enemies in open battle. He was no wizard's hireling. Saren chokes back angry tears. My boy Anirin has not returned yet from the lands of the Algareg, but his beloved spoke out against this treachery and is still a prisoner. What will I say to him if she dies? You'll say she dead.
Just like that.
Yep, hold on, I had to tab out real quick.
Where did you go?
I wanted to pull up OBS in the other monitor because I've still got Discord up. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, seems like we've got a fair number of stuff to do.
Gotta come back talk to Theodred.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I was looking at my quest log. There's no sense in delaying this any further. Your friends are held captive by our shared enemy. This enemy has a strong defensive position, but we have this advantage. We know where he is. Once the Falcon clan leaves Talamethadris, that advantage just dissipates. We must deal with them here before they leave that valley. Once the Falcon clan leaves the valley, my men and I must retreat to the ford. The defense of Rohan is my main object. Until that time, I will help you free your friends.
I sent some of my men into Talamethadris to establish a camp.
I sent some of my men into Talamethadris to establish a camp on to, and we should go join them. Pass into Talamethadris and follow the road as it approaches the lake. From this camp, we can scout the area and make a plan for rescuing the rangers. Some of your people should already be at this camp, such as the fire in their hearts. Let all who wish to join them do so.
Let's go!
Oh, someone gonna pay. Someone gonna pay big.
Are you pissed?
I'm not just I'm pissed. I'm not the only one pissed. So is the Christmas goat.
Not the Christmas goat.
The Christmas goat is upset.
Jingle's wrath will descend upon the Falcons.
That might need to go in the quote book. I do love my Christmas goat, though. It's pretty cool.
Cute.
He's really, really cool looking. I think this might be the only thing I ride from now on.
Until you get a war steed.
Until I get a war steed. Oh, do they have Christmas war steeds?
Well, usually, so at festivals, you know how there's always a mount you can get?
Mm-hmm.
There's usually war steed. So war steeds, they wear clothing, essentially.
Yeah.
And there's usually clothing that matches the festival mount.
Gotcha. But there's no, like, Christmas war steed.
You only ever need one war steed. You decorate the one war steed.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I see. I see.
Yeah, you don't collect different war steeds. You collect outfits for their war steed.
I see. Kind of on that note, I know this is going to sound really random, but whatever happened to that show Pimp My Ride?
It probably ended. Ooh, it's beautiful.
Because you know, you're talking about, you know, outfits for your war steed, and I'm just thinking, Pimp My War Steed.
The Lord of the Rings version.
Yeah. Also, I might need to get a new ring light.
Is it still dying?
No, I don't even have it on, because it's so shorted out. From this forward encampment, we will mount our attack on the city of traders, but not yet. We must first take action to scout the area and learn the extent of the Falcon clan's defenses. Speak with our allies at this encampment and help them with their aims. It will all be of use to us when we make our attack. Two of my kinsmen went to scout the lake's edge, and they have not yet returned. Darumund planned to scout the shore of the lake to the northwest, and Harriston planned to follow the shore to the south. They are stout men and have seen service in war. Harriston has ridden to battle with Theodred's father, the king. I am sure they are fine, but still, they should have returned by now. Seek for the scouts, Vantu, and help them if they are in need. The warriors of the Falcon clan that have fortified their village are deadlier than most, Vantu. Their leather armor is strong and tough. Their weapons are coated in some poison, and they have learned fighting skills from the rangers. These are not the rabble with which we have grown accustomed. Go to the village and face their warriors. The talons of the Falcon must be dulled or broken before we can hope to rescue your friends from the prison cave. My people have stored many provisions for war, Vontu. Ha, listen to me, my people. They are no longer my people. I have not been a Falcon from the very moment Lou Brennan sold us to the wizard. Your friends helped the Hebig Luth store many provisions. Take away those goods and they will be less prepared to fight on behalf of Saruman. Go into the village and steal back some of those provisions.
Go to Tor Morva.
The guards were careless, and Braegier and I took advantage of their lapse to escape. We planned to run to the Prince of Rohan's camp in the Gravenwood, but Radnir winces and clutches his leg. They cut us off from the straight path out of the village, and we had to take the long way. At every turning, it seemed that there were more and more of the Falcon clan. Braegier fought bravely, but there were simply too many foemen. He fell in the center of the village, and I ran. I twisted my leg jumping from a rock as their arrows rained around me, but somehow I made it to safety. We cannot leave Braegier to them, Vantu. Theodred has agreed to help carry his body back here. Go to Tur Morva and find where Braegier fell. He deserves better than to be left in that town of jackals.
See, even rangers break their leg when they fall from a high spot.
Only when it fits the story.
Look, that toad has vengeance in its heart.
It would appear that way. Hence the name, Vengeful Toad. So, random thing. I don't know how true this is. And I don't know if you could speak to this or not. But I remember, like, hearing or reading at some point, somewhere along... I can't even tell you where. It is good. Good to see you, friend. My leg has never been savaged by a trap of some sort. Or my leg has been savaged by a trap of some sort. Am I in combat? I've done nothing to you to be vengeful for, Toad. I was able to break the trap with a heavy stone, but I cannot yet walk on my leg. There are certain to be more traps like this on this side of the lake, Vontu. I've seen strange creatures in this land, creatures with powerful jaws full of sharp teeth. I do not know what they are called. Thank you. I have not seen such creatures in Rohan. The Falcon clan has taken the jaws of these creatures to make traps and have hidden them in the undergrowth. Take this heavy stone and use it to break some of these traps. You will need to get close to the traps, but try not to get too close or you will set them off. Anyway, like I was saying, I seem to recall reading somewhere at some point in time that I guess like the highest difficulty level of Saruman in the raid here was actually never beaten before the expansion came out, the next expansion. Is that true?
I've heard you mention that before. I honestly don't know.
Because that's kind of crazy to think about.
Well, he is kind of, you know, immortal wizard man.
True. 'Tis true.
Look at us. We have to undo every quest we did for these guys.
Yep.
How many more traps do you need?
2. Well, I mean, he was tough, I guess, still, because, I mean, that's several expansions removed at this point. Is it not? I mean, you've got... Isengard was its own expansion, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Dunland.
Yeah, so it was, you know, Isengard, and then...
Rise of Isengard, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah, and then there was West Rohan, East Rohan, and then what after that?
Gondor.
Gondor, and then... Well, there was one that came out, like, shortly after we got married, right? Because
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was.
Okay. You have destroyed the traps. Good. I would not want any of my kinsmen to suffer the same injury as I have done. It was very painful, and not just physically. I am ashamed to have stumbled into such a trap. Such traps are the province of lesser men. A man of Rohan would not resort to such measures. Thank you for your help, Vontu. I believe that I will soon be able to walk on my injured leg. Because I remember you playing a lot of LOTRO, like, shortly after we got married.
That was probably when I was starting Mordor.
I don't think it was Mordor. I think it was Gondor. Because I remember you were telling... You were telling Rachel, your sister, about the three thrones of Dol... like, you know... where in the encampment or whatever. Would that have
Oh,
been-
that's at the Fields of Cormallen. That's after the story is finished. The camp that Frodo and Sam wake up in.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that has a throne for Rohan, for Dol Amroth, and then for Aragorn to be king of Gondor.
It might have been Mordor then. I don't know. It was either Gondor or Mordor. When did Gondor come out?
I don't remember dates.
Well, what's the one that you were playing shortly before we moved up here? Because I remember you were like kind of playing it then.
Probably Mordor. I spent a good time in Mordor.
Okay, so whatever. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I am glad to see you, friend. I was scouting the edges of the village near an orchard when I was beset by 3 Dunlingdons. I proved they're better, but I think one of them had a poisoned blade. I suffered a cut during the fighting, and now I am very weak. I managed to make it away from the site of the battle, but my strength is gone and I can go no further. I do not feel so well. So weak. West Gondor? Or do you mean West Rohan? You think
Gondor.
back West Gondor. I didn't realize there was a West Gondor. You think back to your time in Termova and remember Iwan of the Falcon clan experimenting with poisons. You remember, too, the words of Melonia, who spoke of collecting certain roots throughout Tal Methydris and grinding them up to form a digestive powder. The roots could be found at the base of certain trees around the lake in Tal Methydris. You tell Harrison that you may be able to help him.
Gotta find plants.
Okay, so West, Middle, and East were all different expansions. Interesting. So maybe you were playing one of the Gondors shortly after we got married.
Maybe.
I suddenly have hiccups and I am not happy about it.
You're never happy about hiccups.
No, they are painful. They are not a fun thing for me.
They attack pretty hard.
Yeah. Okay, I need one more route.
Me too. I see one. Come to where I am.
I'm on my way.
Bring that Christmas goat.
I am very much riding the Christmas goat. Hey, do we have any plans for dinner tomorrow?
We could do like stuffed bell peppers or something like that.
Could. What if
Or
it
like white sauce or
could work? I don't know. We normally do something. We normally have something planned for Sunday, and I just realized we actually had not discussed anything up to this point.
we could do enchiladas.
I'm down for whatever.
Bread and butter.
We're talking about tomorrow night's dinner deal. But I mean, if you want to fly out to the U.S., figure out where we live, and can show up at our door by tomorrow, I think you've earned that at this point, or at that point.
Kill them all.
If you could figure out which state we live in and get our contact info, yes. Yes, I would. Because you would, like I said, you'd have earned it. You have returned, my friend. You gently give Harrison the root powder, and he swallows it with some difficulty. After a moment, he takes a deep breath, and much of the color returns to his face. I feel much better already, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to find this antidote, but how did you know how to make this curative? I am fortunate that you did. Okay, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? That one actually probably looks like the best. Yeah.
Well, we actually helped them make the poison.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the doggy. Were you able to get provisions from that spot?
I was able to loot them, but your looting it didn't count. So they
At least you were able to loot them.
Yeah, they didn't despawn.
They don't stand a chance against us.
Nope. Here's Bragiar. You stare at Bragiar's fallen form and wonder how many other friends must die within the walls of Toromova.
And Theodred's like, I'm here! And then he is gone. He has some sneaking skills.
Sounds like it. Or it looks like it, even. Okay, where are the rest of these provisions?
Oh, just around town. There's one up here. There's two up here. And a backpack.
Now you go ahead and grab the backpack. I grabbed, like, I think a backpack and, like, 2 corpses while we were out looting traps. A lot of just random stuff to loot on the ground.
No, we're stealing all these guys' things.
I mean,
We don't like them.
they've kind of brought it upon themselves. Like I said, I wanted vengeance. Oh, one shot. One shock.
You will not rest until Lou Brennan's head is in your hands.
Basically. Yeah, no, they threw us to the pits of Saruman. That is not going to be forgiven.
Mercy is the mark of a great man.
Guess I'm just a good one. Well, I'm alright.
There were some provisions up on that rock.
Oh, I missed them entirely. Which rock?
Right at the top of this thing.
Okay.
You just go around. You can get right up on there.
So you're up to 7 provisions then?
Yes.
Okay. I am as well.
Provision number 8.
Is that everything we had to do?
We might have missed one, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. I don't think so. Because, I mean, we talked to the scouts. We got the body. We've killed the warriors. We got the provisions. That's all I can think of.
Okay. Well, let's head back to camp.
Unless...
If we get back to camp and we still have one, it's not like they're going to hold us there.
No, I mean, we'll be able to go back. It's just, you know, it's always nicer to be able to get everything done in one run.
To turn in 50 quests at once.
Yeah.
That is a nice feeling.
Oh, it really, really is.
Jingles likes the snow.
Yes, well, Jingles and I are allowed to have disagreements.
Do you have arguments with your goat?
Do you not?
No, I don't.
You're missing out. They can make some really good points. Let us see how well the Falcon clan wages its war without these goods. You have found Dairman and Harriston. I am relieved that they still live, but their encounters are a reminder that Tal Methadros is full of danger. The Falcon clan is not unprepared, and they have a strong defensive position. Thank you for recovering the body of our friend, Vontu. He is now at peace. Well, I am happy to help, in even whatever small way I can. You have done well to defeat warriors of the Falcon clan, Vontu. Their champions, however, remain.
Let us use their courage against them.
Some members of the Falcon clan are masters of combat, fearless and quick to engage their enemies. I want them defeated before we enter the prison caves. Let us use their courage against them. They will not refuse a fight. Blow into the horns outside some of the dwellings in Turumova to call them forth to battle. Not every dwelling will house a champion, but some will, and he will answer the call. Defeat 3 of their deadliest warriors and return to me when it is finished. I seem to recall having trained these deadliest warriors.
We did.
Like you said, we're completely undoing everything.
We gathered all the provisions. We're the ones who made the strong armor and the poisoned weapons. We're the ones who set the traps.
Like, what, a month, 2 months ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
It has been.
Life kind of got away from us.
It's kind of crazy, though, that we're almost already through January.
Yep.
We need to go up and see the lot again at some point.
We do. It's been like a year.
Over a year. And we should preferably go when we can see, like, the night sky.
Only problem is that means we're driving home in the super dark.
I've made that drive in the dark before. It's not the end of the world. We should probably get the headlights.
We passed one of those.
Oh, we did?
Horns.
We should probably get, like, the headlights, at least cleaned.
Probably.
Though, because, it would be good to have... It would be good to have a lot of bright... a lot of illumination.
Are you coming?
Yeah, no, I got involved in combat. We should go see the lot at some point.
We should.
It's just such a trip to get up there.
Bit of a trek. But it's worth it.
It is. I just hope one day we'll actually be able to build on it.
We will. Worry not.
I do. I very much do.
Instead of worrying not, you worry lots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got both of them with that one shock.
You're getting stronger. You use your tickle fingers on them.
Yep. I mean, that's one way to describe it.
That's what it looks like you're doing. See? Tickle fingers.
I said that's one way to describe it.
Would you want to live in a little mountain valley like this that had a little mountain ridge and then had a beautiful little lake?
It depends on the internet we could get.
The best.
I'd consider it.
You'd love it. You want your own lake.
I would be very happy with my own lake, I would agree.
You could fill it full of fishies. Then you wouldn't have to go VR fishing.
Well, I still would have to go VR fishing because we're working with them, so...
It is good
True.
you bested the champions.
That's actually... This vest isn't really all that much of an upgrade. It is good that you bested the champions, Vontu. Venturing into the prison caves will be dangerous enough without the threat of highly skilled Falcon clan champions in our path. It is time. The preparations are made. Now we must strike.
The time is now.
The time is now. We are as ready as we will ever be. Let us move on the prison caves and rescue as many of your friends as live still to be rescued. Speak to me when you are ready. Is this a solo?
It doesn't say that.
I'm ready. Let us rescue your friends. We will rescue your friends.
Talk to Theodred within the prison caves. Okay, so...
You have my word.
None of your friends have been imprisoned in this room of cells. Leo Brennan must be keeping them further ahead, away from the entrance. My men have gone on ahead. Join them at each room of cells and fight for the freedom of your friends. I will scout around for signs of our enemies.
This way.
Okay. Hold up, you're leaving me behind again. Release your prisoners or die, low ones, to battle. It's almost like he knew we'd be coming. It's almost like he expected us to enact our vengeance.
Cowards are always afraid of being betrayed.
You will pay for your treachery, honorless ones, to battle. That was good work, Vontu, but I fear it was only a start. More of your friends are being held below. More of your friends are deeper within. Let us go to them. And theoretically, Lou Brennan will be down there. At least that's what I'm anticipating.
Goladier!
do we not? Okay, now we can attack him. Another room of rangers to free. Let us give them their freedom, Vontu.
Did you see what Goldir said?
Yeah. Halbarad and the Sons of Elrond are deeper into the caves.
It's a pretty cool cave system.
It is.
If it wasn't for the piles of refuse lying about.
Oh, he already broke out. Penrod thought to bring us before Lou Brennan. He did not choose men strong enough for the task. I'm glad to see you, Vontu. Let us go to see Lou Brennan now and on our own terms.
Look, there he
Called it.
stands.
Called it. You are full of surprises, Vontu. I did not think that you would cross my path again in this life. How is it that you came to escape the clutches of Saruman? Lou Brennan smiles mockingly at your silence. You were a fool to return here. You may have freed some members of your company, but I have exacted my price from the Grey Company. You will not soon forget Lou Brennan and the Falcon clan, I think. How many of your number remain? 20? 30? Enough to see you pay for your treachery, Brennan. Not today, I think. You will leave this cave, and you will leave my village. Wherever you go, you will tell the tale of how Lou Brennan and the Falcons bested you. You run away, weak ones. You are beaten. No, we ain't. These passages extend for miles under the mountains, and my people know them all. You cannot face us here, and you cannot pursue us. You can only retreat. You have lost. No, I want to kill this dude. He is right, Vontu. We cannot raise a hand against him in this position. They are too many, and we are too few. There may be another time, but this is not it. We can do nothing more from here. We must lick our wounds, bury our dead, and wait for another time. But I swear it, before this war is over, the Falcon clan will taste our vengeance.
We emerged from the dark of the prison caves fewer, but with greater resolve. And with a new ally, Theodred, the Prince of Rohan. We are in his debt, and I will see that debt paid before we leave this land.
Dang it, I wanted to kill him.
He'll show up again.
I kind of expected as much, given the foreshadowing there, but I wanted to kill him now.
It's your money, and you want it now.
Yeah, something like that. You and the Prince of Rohan have my thanks, Vontu. These have been dark days, both for my people and for Middle-earth. I am grateful for the lives that you have saved and mourn the friends we have lost. Today we rest. Tomorrow we will go to the fords with Theodred. He has aided us, and we will then aid him and pass into Rohan to search for Aragorn, my chieftain. It is a thing of wonder to me that you have seen within the ring of Isengard and escaped to speak of it. You bring word of the rise of Isengard, but do these tidings hold anything we can use to stop it? Is this notice enough for us to stop the designs of Saruman? I hope it is, Vontu. I fear that it is not. We will speak again soon. Okay, which one do I want to take? Angmolier? It looks like Angmolier. Yep, Angmolier. Or Angleweir, whatever. We have come to the crossroads, Vontu, and sooner than I expected. I want to help the Prince of Rohan, for without his aid and that of his doughty warriors, my men and I would still be captives of the Falcon clan. But we cannot abandon our journey. Our duty lies with Aragorn, and we must find him in Rohan or die searching. We cannot stay to help Theodred with his battles. I want you to go with the Prince, Vontu. I want you to lend him your strength and your wisdom and your courage. You can travel south more swiftly than we can. Even hale and hearty, our diminished number would take some time to make ready, and we are wounded and tired. Make your farewells with my kin, Vontu. I know they will want to say goodbye. Saradin is there by the fire. He knows what I have in mind, though the others may not. Halbarad told me of his decision, and I will not speak against it, but I will miss you, Vontu, and I wish you might still travel with us. I knew Erebrander feels the same way. He has not forgotten the farrier who crafted him a new shoe in Holland, nor the elf who saved the farrier. You have skilled. You have a skill beyond the strength of arms or the reach of knowledge, Vontu. You find friends wherever you tread, and where they cannot be found, you make them with kindness and generosity. Halbrad does not realize how close he came to spending the rest of his days in the prison caves of Turmova, but I do. Consider this, my friend, and do not forget it. Prince Theodred was at this camp for days before you escaped from Isengard and held council with me. But he did not move to rescue my kin until he spoke with you. Nay, do not console me. I am not ashamed. Your ability to rally people to your side is yours alone, and it is power you must not forget. It has saved many lives already, and I know it will again. I'll go with a fine grey company tunic.
You do not need me to tell you these things.
But you do not need me to tell you these things. You have seen within the wall of Isengard and escaped to tell the tale. You will be of great help to Prince Theodred. I do not doubt it. I saw Coroner down the path to the northwest not long ago. You should find him and bid him farewell. You are leaving us now? How can this be Halberod's decision? Coroner stares at his feet for a short moment before he meets your gaze. Gaze again. I suppose the Prince of Rohan has need of you. I cannot blame Halberod for wanting you to help hold the fords of Isen. I think your tale of the army of Saruman is preparing within Isengard shook him deeply, and if that crossing is lost, then the kingdom of Rohan will surely follow. We have been through a great deal, Vontu, have we not? It seemed we would stay within the musty library of Zudragund with Nar and Frithgear for the rest of our days, did it not? Even thinking now of climbing up to Nar's peak makes my legs ache. I want you to have these spare boots of mine in memory of our time spent in that high place.
I am worried about Golodir.
I am worried about Golodir, Vontu. He endured much in the depths of Karn Doom, as you know, and he will never truly forgive himself for Lorniel's death. But this journey has done much to relieve some of his hurts. I think it is simply this. He has a purpose again. There is work to be done, and until we find Aragorn, as we are sworn to do, it remains unfinished. But our captivity in the prison caves changed something within Golodir. There is a dangerous glimmer in his eye that I have not seen before. It worries me, Vontu. I am afraid for him. We were speaking not long ago just to the west, but my heart was troubled, and I left him there. Will you seek him out and see if my worries are for naught? I hope they are. My mother always said I worried enough for the whole family, but the dangers through which we have come and to which we ride deserve even more worry than I can manage. Okay, you gotta refresh my memory. Lorniel?
Golodir's daughter.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was oh wow, that Angmar seems like forever ago.
Kinda was.
I mean, that
You realize we've been doing this for almost a year?
Yep. Well, we started with Ark almost a year ago. I think March was when we picked up LOTRO. You were leaving us, Vontu. It may be Halberod's decision, but I would not leave even if he ordered me home again. He looks up to you, and you do not see a hint of the hardness in his eyes that so upset Coroner. There are matters still left undone here. The cowards who slink in the caves beneath Talmethedrus still live, Vontu. They spoke to us as friends, gave us shelter, took the sweat from our brows, and repaid us with treachery. I will repay them in kind. My lost brethren and my lost friends demand this of me. Lou Brennan, you jest, Vontu. He's a fat man whose courage depends on 100 of his people at his back. I have faced the evil of Mordorith. He is gone, and I still live. Lou Brennan is nothing compared to Mordorith.
I thought you would come with me to take vengeance on Lou Brennan.
I thought you would come to me with me to take vengeance upon Lou Brennan, Vontu, but it seems your road lies elsewhere. I am sorry you will not be there. I know you would gladly join me if urgent matters did not drive you elsewhere. Golidir does not seem to be listening to you. He gestures to the south in the direction of the Tree of Tribute. Calanglad is over that way if you wish to bid farewell to him. It feels like he has been staring at that tree for hours. How long do you think this tree has been growing here, Vontu? It must be so old and have seen so much. Are we anything more than a flickering of a candle in the gale to something so ancient? Would it even notice if we left this place and never returned? Calanglad looks weary and his face is more lined than you remember. You were leaving us to aid Theodred. It is no surprise to me. I overheard Halberod and Serdin discussing courses of action, and it seemed likely. I wish our paths did not diverge, but it seems they must, Vontu. We all have too many duties in this world. Oh, I must select, yeah.
I am sure Theodred will find a use for you at the fords of the Eisen.
I'm sure Theodred will find a use for you at the fords of Eisen, Vontu. That is a crucial crossing, and it must be held against the forces of Saruman at any cost. We have seen the danger posed by the Dunlending clans, and the armies of Uruks you beheld within Isengard sounds of considerable size. Neither of those forces must cross the river Eisen. Kalenglad's blank expression is lightened by a wry smile. You should say goodbye to Radnir. If you do not, we would never hear the end of it. He is east of here, I believe, on the path.
Do us all a favor, and remember to say farewell to Roddenir. Do us all a favor, and remember to say farewell to Roddenir.
I'm going to need to throw stuff into the vault.
He looks relaxed.
Sit with me a moment, Vontu. I know you are leaving us, and that Theodred has need of you at the fords. That is the way of it, is it not? We go where we are needed. The Great Company owes its freedom to you and to the Prince of Rohan, and this is how Halbrand seeks to repay that debt to Theodred. Perhaps he thinks our debt to you is too deep to repay so easily. Radnir raises an eyebrow and subjects you to close scrutiny. Once this is all over, if such a thing is possible, you and I will meet at some tavern in some peaceful land, and I will buy you a drink, and you will buy me 3, and we will remember this day and laugh at our cares. He looks back at the Tree of Tribute and seems to decide something. I think Kalenglad is wrong. I think it's just a tree. Prestidir is up by the camp, northeast of here. He will want to say goodbye to you before you leave us. How many rangers are wanting to say goodbye? Frick. I heard it was time for you to leave us, Vontu. Be well on the road and give your courage to Theodred you gave up, as you gave it to us. And give your courage to Theodred as you gave it to us. If you have the opportunity to rescue Lothrindir from the clutches of Saruman, I hope you will take it. It is not right for us to abandon him to the enemy. I know it does not look good for him, but there is always hope. You escaped from the pits of Isengard, and Lothrindir is made of stern stuff as well. I regret that we did not have the opportunity to speak more before this parting, my friend. Perhaps our paths will cross again in happier days. Stay safe on the road, my friend. We will see each other again. Halbrand wanted to see you once you had made your farewells. He is somewhere within the camp, Vontu. You should return to him and prepare to depart. Okay, that is going to involve needing to deal with some stuff in the vault. I am not one for long farewells, my friend. Know that you are one of us with ties not of blood, but rather strengthened by blood, the blood of our foes. Our roads entwined this far and may do so again, but for now, it is the time of leave-taking. Vontu, it has been an honor to travel with you. The Grey Company owes you much and more. I understand Prince Theodred's men have established a camp in the Heathfells, far to the south, at the fords of the River Eisen. While the prince has been scouting in the Gravenwood, leadership of the camp fell to his second, a man named Grimbold. Travel south to the camp and tell Grimbold you have come to help. Okay, give me just a second here, because I
mean, put all these things in your vault.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting rid of these traps too, because these snapjaw traps, because I have absolutely no need of them. I also have that what is it? That Sears orb furniture piece.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool piece. If you ever get a house, it deserves a spot.
I will keep that in mind. Let's see. I've got all these enhancement rooms that are level 50 that I have 0 need for because I'm not level 50.
You probably have enough money that you could afford a house if you wanted one.
I'll deal with that later.
You're like, eh.
I'm not on often enough to really justify it. Why am I holding on to cooked carrots?
Why not hold on to cooked carrots? What level are they?
5. They give +3 vitality.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I need to go to the restroom while you're cleaning up.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be so entertaining. Just, yeah. Okay, so now we'll just put the slave stuff in here. And we'll do more thorough cleaning of the vault eventually. But for now, okay. And let's see, your tracery. Do not need those boiled carrots. Or cooked carrots or whatever. Sell. Okay, that clears up a fair amount of space. Not as much as I probably need to have cleared up, but yeah. Oh, this could probably be sold. It's a title. Yeah, and titles don't do anything anymore. Okay, whatevs. I shall deal with that later. Now, that's a large box of festival tokens. Don't want to waste that. Okay, well now I'm just waiting on my wife to come back. Book 12? Really? Book 12? I'm only on book 5. Why do I have something for book 12? You go up to book 12 in Rohan? Yeah, yes. Vaguely. Weeks are kind of long around here. There's a lot that happens. I forget things.
Were you just over there healing into the ether?
Yep. Alright, so where do... I'm just gonna follow you.
Off a cliff.
As usual. Why am I not surprised?
No, we're going to the Fords of the Eisen.
Is this gonna be a skirmish?
No,
Really? Because I could easily see this being a skirmish.
there might be one involved. I don't recall specifically, but no, we're going to a war camp.
Cool. What? So is this just a? Is there something special about a war camp, or is this just a regular camp?
It's a place where they have like a milestone guy.
Okay, so just a regular camp then. You said war camp, and so I wasn't sure if there was like some special thing, like if it was like. I don't know. In my mind, there was a potential difference.
Ah, I see.
You are rather far ahead of me. I don't even see you.
Follow my dot. That may be... Oh, that's because I ate the food that the old lady gave for our horse.
Huh?
So the little lady that we did the quest for, we stole those provisions back.
Yeah?
The reward for that quest were called 20% mount speed boosts. So my mount's moving 20% faster.
Oh, yeah, I've got one of those too. I didn't use that.
You have 5 of them, technically.
Oh, yeah, I've got one stack. So.
But they make your horse go faster.
No, then I will... Oh, I can't do that in combat, apparently.
Well, get out of combat.
It's not like I intended to go into combat.
This isn't the camp we're going to, but I'm going to grab the stable master.
Okay. Are we still in Dunland, technically?
Yeah, technically. It's not Rohan until you cross the river.
These look like Rohirrim, though.
Yeah, this is another Rohirrim camp.
Welcome, friend.
In Dunland?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, they've made inroads then.
You made a friend.
So it would seem.
Oh, I hit a bit of lag.
Lag in LOTRO? That never happens.
I don't know if you noticed, but I saw the world chat complaining about the lag in Ingmar earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I usually don't pay attention to the world chat. But I remember the Angmar lag fairly well. We have not treed this episode. Neither one of us.
We've not done a whole ton of killing.
Also true. We have done a fair amount of questing, though. Another Dunling, or another Rohirrim camp in Dunland?
This is the one we're aiming for.
Interesting.
This one's right on the ford, though.
Just on the Dunland side of the fort.
Yep.
Amazing
Well, so
they've
if
been
you
able to
look
set
at
up
your-
something this big.
Hmm?
Interesting they've been able to set up something this big.
It's handy. But if you look at the map, you'll see there's a road going straight north from here.
Yeah.
That is the road that goes straight to Isengard.
Yeah, I can see that. I zoomed out, and so... Wow, there's a lot of Isengard.
It's a big place.
Theodred has returned to us from his study of the Dunlington clans, and his news is worrying. He tells me you are the elf who escaped from Isengard and spoke of the army you saw being trained. We will need your help if we are to hold the crossing against Saruman, Vontu. He commands both Dunlingtons and Uruks, and we must keep all of them on this side of the river, out of Rohan. Familiarize yourself with the situation here, friend. Find the map table southeast of here in the camp to see where we plan the movements of our forces. I would also like you to speak with Trumbald on the road north of the camp to learn what he has seen there today. Speak also to Sinston Theodred Esquire on the western bank of the Eisen south of here. He's been running messages back and forth across the ford as needed. Once you have done these things, find Theodred somewhere in the camp. He is reacquainting himself with the situation here as well. Oh, hey, it's the login music. Vontu, I've heard many dark tidings regarding the purposes of, and plans of Saruman the White. Long has he been a friend to the Rohirrim, and even now he holds much sway in the Golden Hall, but I cannot allay my fears any longer. If Saruman has indeed turned against us and allies himself with the likes of the Dunlingtons and even orcs and goblins, then we must know. Yet I am bound by the strict command of Theoden King not to trespass upon the Vale of Nan-Kuranur to the north where lies Isengard. Will you go in our stead and learn of the purpose and strength of Saruman, that we may know the depths of his treachery before it is too late? I think you will find a friend near the valley. Dude, I was in Isengard. I can tell you firsthand.
Where'd that map table go? Oh, there's the map table.
You know, you could trust me a little bit. Tables used by the Rohirrim to plan their strategies and movements. Cool.
Oh, here, you might want to bind your milestone.
Good call. Do they have a... oh, they do have a stable master. Okay, good.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
They also have a reputation vendor.
Is this a new faction?
Yeah, the Riders of Theodred, I believe.
Well, we were already working with the Riders of Theodred. We were already gaining rep with them, weren't we?
Or Theodred Riders, yeah, but we're not... Like, some of these want ally and kindred and kind of a thing.
I know, but I was just saying... what I was asking was, is this a new one we have to start grinding with?
Ah.
Yeah, so we're acquaintances with the Riders of Theodred. Bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, he's got like a mountain here.
Welcome, my friend.
Oh, do he?
Yeah, but you gotta be kindred.
Yeah, I figured. Bless you again. Prize Theodred's Rider's Steed. Yep. Okay.
But here's the fort itself. This is where Aomer came up and said, "Find the king's son!"
I figured.
Oh,
Hail, you must be Vontu. I am Sinsten, and I am the prince's esquire. I help him with his armor and his steed and with anything else that needs doing. Right now, he has me bringing messages back and forth across the ford, getting the men on the other side organized for the defense of the bank. Someone has taken on one of my bracers, and I think they have hidden it somewhere. It is their idea of a jest, I suppose. Nay, do not bother looking for it. It will turn up eventually.
They're playing mean pranks on him.
This does not seem like the place to be playing pranks.
No, this is kind of, war.
You gotta be serious out here.
Super serial.
I'm super serial, guys! Manbur Pig is real! Oh, one day you should watch that. It's a funny episode.
It's not really my thing, though.
I know, but it's a very funny episode.
You should feed your goat so you can go fast like me.
Insist. Things have been quiet on the road for several days now. If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now. I think those must just be tales. After all. Trumbald looks at you curiously. Were you really imprisoned by Saruman? There have been some arguments among the men about it. You nod and tell him briefly of your stay within the ring of Isengard and your escape. His face falls at your tale. How many Uruks did you say? By the Hammerhand, he does have an army. We're going back to Isengard?
We'll do a few quests there. We're probably mostly going to be focusing on the epic story, but we'll do a few quests here just so you can sort of see the outside of the walls.
Sounds good to me.
Welcome, friend.
Well met again, Vontu, and wonder it is that to see you here after so long a road. Alas, many of my kinsmen have not made it this far. I have not heard from Braegir since his start into the Gravenwood, and young Amarion failed to return from scouting shortly thereafter. I know not their fates. Yet I dare not dwell on such matters, though this journey has left me all but empty, for I have yet to complete my task. We find ourselves now before Nan Coroner, and beyond in the Tower of Orthanc since Saruman the traitor. Looking across the destruction wrought in this vale, it seems clear now that his wisdom has faded to be replaced by madness. You should make yourself familiar with the land, my friend, for if we are to find our way to Isengard, we must learn its lay ere we are discovered. We stand here on the edge of the Vale of Nan Coroner, at the north end of which lies the stronghold of Isengard. Saruman's scheme hatched from here, and he guards it jealously. Aw, thanks, Mary. Nearby you will find the Pillar of the White Hand. Around it are arrayed a number of sentries, strange and unpleasant. I think they may be more of those queer half-orcs that we have been seeing of late. They stand watch over the road leading into the Vale, and if we are to untangle Saruman's plots unhindered, we will need to weaken their guard. Well, yeah, very, very happy to provide enjoyable content.
Yeah, thank you.
It. So, kill these half-orcs.
Yep. Also, look at the top of that pillar.
What the frick is that?
It's a hand pointing the way to Isengard.
Yeah, a hand of what? Is that a statue, or is that... Okay, it looks like a statue.
I think it's stone.
Okay.
But it's mentioned in the books, and it even mentions that the fingernails had been painted, kind of a thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. It's kind of nuts.
This isn't a good guy place anymore.
No. It's too bad I wasted that Slayer Deed tome. Because now we'd actually be using it. Now it would be useful.
We do have a Slayer Deed for these guys.
It is what it is. It's not that big a deal.
No, we'll kill many of them before it's all over.
Yep. That we shall.
found the first patrol point.
We did indeedly. Though I'm not sure how you knew that.
Because it popped up on our screen.
Oh, I didn't see it say that. Ah, he's getting... It is getting close to lunchtime for him.
Yeah, he's a hungry kitty.
Yeah, so he might be starting to act up because of that. Well, and stuff is now on level, so... Maybe we do want to do some quests around here.
Well, so I think this is essentially the stuff that was the end of expansion stuff for Rise of Isengard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body of a fallen Rohirrim soldier lies here, recently slain in battle. Grimbold has ordered that none of his warriors should enter Nun-Coronar, so it is something of a mystery how this poor fellow came to his fate here. There is no way you can return the fallen warrior's body to Grimbold's encampment, but if you could gather his effects, you have no doubt they would be much appreciated. Unfortunately, they seem to have been scattered about in the chaos of whatever pursuit claimed his life. Okay, well, let's find his effects.
And his hat.
I know what you're referencing.
I would hope so.
That is a fun movie.
So last time I was in Isengard, I was on a potato computer, and I did not realize there was this much foliage.
Yeah.
And... What are you laughing at?
When I got Helen to type the word potato.
It was like your greatest achievement in life.
It did make me laugh. Gosh, that was a fun scam bait. The dwarves of the White Mountains live daily in the shadow of far worse than orcs. Bah, those blasted goblins can see almost as keenly in the dark as the sharpest dwarf eyes. Best to take them by surprise and dispatch a few of their sentries before we are caught and buried under a mass of evil things. Okay, I'm a homicidal sociopath.
Down to kill anything.
Oh, so totally random, hun, but does Steam have the Lego Star Wars stuff available for pre-order yet?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, cool. We might need to do that soon-ish.
I might wait a paycheck or two.
Yeah, it doesn't have to happen immediately. But I do want to pre-order that. That looks like a heck of a lot of fun.
Oh, it does. It looks like so much fun.
And we will probably stream that as well.
At least once. Though it doesn't look like it's got the same Lego co-op. It looks like it's actually a single-player game.
Oh, really? Oh, that would make it significantly less fun.
I don't know. I might be wrong. It could be that it is still co-op-y.
I have a hard time thinking that it wouldn't be.
I mean, that's pretty much the brand for Lego.
Yeah.
A shield!
Okay. So do you know where his spear is?
I mean, it's marked on the map.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. I just kind of follow you. So
A terrible idea.
it is, and it's gotten me no shortage of trouble.
You're finding plenty of trouble on your own.
I don't dispute that either. So, do we need to be killing these guys? Because I'm just killing these guys for the sake of killing these guys.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have much opportunity to kill more of these guys.
Oh, I'm sure, but I wanted to make sure. I thought we just needed to keep slaughtering them because, you know, quests and all that.
I think the only dudes we actually need to kill right now are White Hand sentries and goblins.
Okay, works for me.
Also, here's a spear.
Yep, I see it. Oh, there's one to kill.
Let's go back to that dwarf who's just hanging out.
Okay, so we need 3 more sentries. Isn't that what the... I thought the dwarf wanted us to kill the sentries.
He wants us to kill goblins.
Ah. Also, what is he doing here?
Chillin'.
Ha, there are so many goblins about, no one will miss an odd sentry or two. Good work, Vontu. Oh, okay.
Boing.
Random quest.
But I should be able to track sentries, fortunately.
Works for me.
There's one this way. Found him.
You also found an Eisen Warg Rider.
Yeah, he found me. My tracking skills aren't off cooldown yet.
I figured.
Now they are. He didn't make it. Where are you heading off to?
There was a corpse right here.
Ah.
Not that it did really anything all that good.
Money, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, like, nothing to roll on. Alright, last sentry.
Straight ahead.
And we still gotta take out this Warg Rider. So
You
how
don't
much is
mind.
there in Isengard that we have to come back to do?
There's a small pile of quests I know of. And that zone that those 2 Rohirrim camps are in.
Oh, here's a sentry.
Oh, yeah. It's got a pile of quests too.
Okay. So basically, we'll be spending a good chunk of time in Isengard.
Yes and no. I might pull us out a little early. Give you a good feel for the area, and then let's go somewhere else.
I mean, I wouldn't mind finishing it all out.
See, I don't want to outlevel Rohan too much, though.
Really?
Is that an odd thing?
No, it seems like we're on level here, and so Rohan would, by extension, then be about on level for us. Like, even if we leveled up here.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do.
What is this? The belongings of a fallen Rohirrim warrior. I see. I will see to it that Grimbold or one of his men receive these. I do not know what brought that warrior up here, though I suspect he was trying to find out where some of the horses stolen from the Rohirrim were taken. Saruman's remaining sentries will spend more time looking out for themselves than looking for intruders. For a while, at least. It seems that one of Saruman's lackeys is making for the pass out of Nan Kurunar, presumably to bring a message to the Dunlingdons. I think it would be best for our Rohirrim friends if he did not arrive at his destination. He should be passing by the Pillar of the Hand shortly. Deal with the sentries there before he arrives and lie in wait for him there. Alright. Let's do it.
Oh, you never actually triggered the 4th patrol point.
Oh, I didn't?
I'm sorry, I did not notice.
Okay, well, let's go do the 4th patrol point.
We'll do it. We can do this right here, because it's right here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't even see that on the quest. I thought there were only 3.
We're being sneaky.
I don't see a messenger. Oh, there he be.
He's in range.
For you?
Oh, he'll be in range for you shortly.
Yeah, once he starts charging you. Okay, let's go get that 4th patrol point. Oh,
And these guys are back.
they respawn quick.
He bounced you.
He did bounce me. I'm a little impressed.
Fortunately, the 4th patrol point is on the road.
Ah, perfect.
Look, another Dunlending emissary.
I wonder if someone else just triggered the quest.
We might have both triggered it. Since we both had the quest, it might have spawned in the event 2 times.
Possibly.
You'll have to tell me when the 4th patrol point triggers, though, because I won't see it anymore.
Do I see it on... Oh, is it that little burning ring on the map?
Not on your mini-map, but on your regular map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Alright, you want to see what it looks up close to the doors?
Sure.
You don't want to get too close.
Why?
Because there's some mean door guardians.
Oof. Yeah.
They have
Ulthrog and Barashel.
quite a lot of health.
I'm guessing they were the, for the Isengard raid. I'm gonna go on a wild limb and assume that they were the first boss.
Don't know.
Yeah, we'll know one day when we go back and redo that stuff. When we're, max level and actually have the gear to do it.
The gear to rock everybody's faces.
Yep. Well, I should be treeing when we turn all this stuff in.
Nice.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty close too. So if it's not with Daggerus, it'll be with Theodred.
It's, yeah, I've got like a small little sliver. Like maybe 1/10 of the bar left. Or not, of the last bar, I mean.
Yeah.
So. So, now you've seen some small part of Non-Kurunar. Among the western hills, a great infestation of goblins and wargs has taken root. Across the river to the east, an encampment of orcs, Urukai this tribe is called. They are strong and do not fear the sun. To the north lies Isengard itself. We must proceed carefully, for there are enemies all around us. And there we go, I treat. Have you dealt with Saruman's messenger? Good. The less contact between Saruman's forces and those of the Dunlingdons over the next few days, the better. Be wary, Vontu. A short while ago, I saw a strange figure moving south towards the pass, but it disappeared before I could determine who or what it might be. Stranger still, it left no trail that I could follow. I do not know what became of it. Oh, is that Gollum?
I don't remember.
There are not many who can so easily evade my eye. I fear that this individual may have some sinister purpose in mind. We should redouble our efforts to discover what that is.
No, I think it's this guy.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It's like, no, Gollum would be probably with Sam and Frodo by this point. Well, Vontu, you have my gratitude and then some. It has been a while since I've allowed myself to be caught unaware, and I feel more the fool for it. But I am still alive, and that is something at least. We will go with the shoulders. Vontu, what know you of dwarves in this place? I must say I was taken aback by a fellow who came here unexpectedly. He claimed to know you and said that you should meet him near some caves some distance northwest of here. To, how did he say it, have some fun? I will warn you, there is a den of goblins up that way. Last evening, I spotted a number of horses being led past by goblins, I think. Though it was a dark night and I could not make out the figures clearly, the horses seemed wild and upset, and there were lower, stockier creatures around them, wargs most likely. If I had to venture a guess, I would say it was a party of warg riders back from a raid on the Rohirrim encampments near the ford, returning with stolen horses. I'm curious where they were taking the poor beasts, for horses have no love of goblins and will not permit them to ride.
Do you want to go back to Theodred, or do you want to do these first?
Well, you know what? Honestly, this might be a reasonable point to kind of call it for now.
Okay.
Because it's, we've been at this for 3 hours. We got stuff to do today. Zoro's hungry, and yeah. So it seems like a natural good stopping point. So next week, we'll be returning to Isengard. But thank you all so much for being with us today, for watching, for just supporting the stream. Until next time, I'm Vanlin.
I'm Yami Elf.
And this is Cow Elf Gaming. We'll see you next week.
Hey, everyone.